Welcome to AP Workshops, welcome to another one of our little tech films. So we still keep seeing guys bringing their bikes in with the chain tension incorrect. So what we're going to do is show you the correct tension to set your chain at on a V4. Welcome back to AP Workshops, welcome back to our little tech film about chain tensions, chain and sprockets, sprocket bolts, all of this kind of area of the bike here. There's a few bits and pieces of kind of insider information that will make your life that little bit easier. Now we've gone over doing chain tension again and again and again, and chain care, there's just a million and one different, and everybody's got an opinion of it, you know what I mean? So if you want to have a look back in our films in the past, then you'll see them. They're all there, no problems, but there's a couple of things that still keep poking their head up that I really would like to just to run by with you. The first one that we find quite regularly when we're doing servicing on bikes is basically sprocket bolts. Okay, sprocket bolts here, they keep losing their tension, they keep coming loose. So on these ones we need a 17mm spanner. Every now and again just grab a 17mm spanner out of your toolbox, pop it onto the actual sprocket bolt, just make sure that it's tight. Once it's tight, as long as you make sure it is tight, what we tend to do is grab hold of a tyre pen, a white tyre pen, and just put a little white mark over like that, just to make sure that everybody knows they're tight. If they do start to move, then you can see them. That way we can see if they move. So the next thing we're going to do is basically discuss the correct chain tension on a V4 and a V-twin. So on a V4 we are looking for 30mm of free play halfway down the chain run. So halfway down the swinging arm we're looking for 30mm of free play. On the V-twin it's 25mm of free play. Just while you're there, just make sure that the actual chain blocks are equidistant. There you go, there's a big word, equidistant in the swinging arm to make sure that the wheel's straight. There's a couple of ways of doing this. You can either use, or we use, dial calipers, and what we do is measure the length in which the bolt, the tensioning bolt is, measure that length, same on both sides, to make sure that the actual, to make sure that it is actually square in the swinging arm. So here's the big one. This is the last and final bit, tensioning or torquing that nut. So there's been a million and one different discussions about how tight it should be. People are falling out over it. People are discussing it left, right and centre on forums and Facebook pages. It's been one that's been rambling on for years and years and years. So in this shop we recommend 100 Newton meters. That is perfectly sufficient for tightening that back wheel without squashing the centre spacer. If you over tension this, which has been done 1,000 times, we've done probably a dozen of the internal spacers on these wheels for V4s alone. If you over tighten them, it squashes the central spacer between all the bearings. It squashes that, and when you're turning the wheel over you can hear it making a groaning sound. If you have that, please get in touch, we can sort that out for you, no problems. So we recommend 100 Newton meters. I know the manual says 120, but it hasn't changed. I absolutely have checked this a dozen times and we have found that 120 is too tight. So 100 Newton meters, get yourself a good torque wrench. We have one here that we use, mine's Snap-on. You can go to Halfords and use their professional ones. They are absolutely brilliant, more than adequate for the home mechanic, no problems. That'll sort it. So once you're finished, you've got everything tightened up, you've got your sprocket bolts tightened up, you've got your 30mm of free play checked halfway down the run. The trick is then to turn the wheel over and check and make sure you have no tight spots in the chain. If you do, clean and lubricate your chain, because sometimes it can just be dirt that's causing this particular problem. Make sure you clean and lubricate it. If it is a little bit too tight in one space, then you just need to back it off. The 30mm of free play that you need in the chain should be set at the tightest spot on your chain. So find your tight spot, set your 30mm of free play, retension it down, 100 Newton meters, you will then be safe. that's it. That's all we're going to do on chain tension. It's been covered 1,000 times and everybody's got their opinions on how it should be done. That's how we cover it in the workshops. If you've got any questions, you can get in touch with us, sales@apworkshops.co.uk. We answer the emails first thing in the morning, so everybody gets covered first thing in the morning. If you want to give us a call at the office, there's no problem whatsoever. Like I said, we answer the phones, no problems. It's been covered again. Like I said, Messenger can be a little bit difficult, but we got Facebook pages. Obviously you can leave us a message down below on the YouTube channel, no dramas. If you want to get in touch with us, no problem whatsoever. We do our very best. Thanks very much, take care, and we'll talk to you soon.